Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to Soulstorm Ultimate Apocalypse. We're returning to this to re-go over some of the races. Now, under most circumstances, I would do what I did last time and just go back through them in alphabetical order. Not alphabetical order, the order that they appear in a list. However, this time I'm going to just go through them in a random order because, well, just because. It also means that if I do really badly with a race, it gives me an excuse to just stop recording with that race for a little while. Anyway, of course, I must remind you that due to Content ID, I cannot play the music from this. So just please bear that in mind. If there was a way to remove the copyrighted music from the mod, I would quite happily do that. Of course, I would have to remember which music it was, but whatever. I find it quite amusing that Content ID obviously goes onto my sort of things, because Content ID is not like a copyright strike. It's just that YouTube automatically detects the music in your video, and then it will be monetized by the copyright owner. But of course, that's all well and good, but my videos get, like, for the most part, 0 views, anywhere between 0 and 10 views. Maybe once every 10 to 13 videos I'll get 1 comment, maybe a like here or there. So you're not really going to be making much money off that. Anyway, we are going to be playing today, as I posted on Twitter about, I don't know, about half hour before this actually happened, or started being recorded anyway. We're going to be playing the Necrons, and we're going to be playing a 6v6. 6v6, 6-player FFA, or free-for-all, for those who don't know. I'm just trying to figure out which map I want to play, though. Jungle Wars, maybe? I love Karav City. In fact, that's the one I did back in the day when I did that casting thing and forgot to turn off my webcam. You know what? Let's play this one. Let's play Karav City. Or Karav City. We're not playing Chaos Demons. No, we're playing the Necrons. Where are they? There they are. And we'll use my usual colour scheme. Everyone else will be normal. I managed to win a game against the hard AI yesterday. I'm tempted to try it again. Nah. I'm not doing that. Right. We have also removed most of the mutators, or the game rules, or add-ons, or whatever. So I've made it so that they can't get hero war gear or game enders. Actually, we'll allow them hero war gear. They can't get super weapons, but they can get titans now. So this is going to get interesting, especially if we're against the Tau, because the Tau, well, they tend to get their titans out quite quickly in comparison to the other races. Also, because this is Karov City, the Necrons are at an inherent disadvantage because they cannot capture that many strategic points without eliminating other players. Not ones that are easy to defend anyway. So we're only going to get a max of 40% time bonus in the early game. Now, of course, this could be far, far worse. But I don't know. This is going to be difficult, I can tell. And this might go over my new beloved half an hour per video thing. This is probably going to end up being about an hour to an hour and a half. I played a game of the Necrons yesterday, and It was probably one of the most epic games I've actually played. I don't use that word often, but seriously, that was a really good game. It was a 6-player FFA. It was on Crossroads, and one of the enemies was the Tau. The Tau just would not give up. It was a war of attrition. But you do not win a war of attrition against the Necrons. You just don't. They are the attritionist of, well, anyone really. I don't really know how to finish that sentence. How do you finish a sentence that you've just made up a word for? I don't know. And every time they struck down my entire army, I would just resurrect them again. I didn't bother with vehicles. I just went straight for the infantry. In fact, I still, at the end of the game, despite the fact that they had got, like, what are they called? Greater Narlocks, I still had all my Necron warriors and stuff like that from the early game. I even got a couple of wraiths that I'd managed to somehow pick up along the way. I don't remember where. Well, I do remember where I got them from, but yeah, that was pretty cool. I did like that game. That took the whole of my lunch break. I actually had to go slightly over, but I always, what's I say? I never take my Why did I do that? Yeah, I never actually take my afternoon break anyway, so technically I could actually have an hour and 15 of lunch break a day. Just take the two breaks together. But I don't think they like us doing that. They probably don't like the fact that I don't take my afternoon break, but there's no point. It's like 15 minutes and there's usually a lot of stuff to do by then. So if they want everything to go out, then, well, you're just going to have to accept it. It's not like I really claim for it anyway. Because the way my timesheet works is that it's like... You don't... how could I describe it? Why is it not letting me... There we go. Right. I hope I don't get attacked because I don't have any units out yet. Yeah, my timesheet is basically like, well, just put in the hours you worked and put an hour down for break, and that's it. Despite the fact we actually have two 15-minute breaks, one in the morning, one in the evening. But obviously, I usually work through those, so I should be claiming them anyway. I don't know. Actually, I've only currently got... There we go. Should have 40% time bonus soon. And get disruption pulse because I'm going to need a lot of warriors out, I think. It depends who I'm fighting, actually. If I'm fighting the orcs or the demons, then the flayed ones would probably be good. Let's get ourselves a wraith to go scout out the opposition. You might remember when I last played the Necrons, I played with Crazy Insane on, so obviously everything built instantly, which means that Necrons have an inherent advantage at that point, because they've got the most powerful units. Was that thunder? That might have been thunder. Yeah, they've got the most powerful units, but they take the longest to build, at least in the early game. That's why you don't want... Oh. We're fighting chaos. That is incredibly ironic. I might be in trouble. Because I've only got a Wraith and a Necron Lord. Luckily, when you're doing kill moves, or sync kills, it's probably get Wailing Terror up. Yeah, when you're doing sync kills, your character is invulnerable. Lucky that. Also lucky is that the Chaos seem to have just legged it. Or most of them. Yeah, well, scram. Great, now they're bringing in actual Marines. My lord should be able to deal with them fairly effectively. Let's buff him up a bit. I could have just upgraded my HQ, but I'd rather do that. Boom. That was not as effective as I was hoping. Then again, they do have 800 morale. Not as good as the Necrons, which don't suffer morale penalties at all, but whatever. Oh, we're up against Tyranids as well. On top of the fact that we need to save up for our next tier, we also need to save up for another HQ, because obviously the only way that Necrons actually build anything is with power, and for more than like 5 power generators or 10 amplification generators, you need more HQs. They're also incredibly expensive when you only have like 4 points, or 4 obelisks. I want to get my main economy up first, though we do need to be careful. I've got way too many builder scarabs, I think. Oh, we got another Necron force. Well, should be relatively simple. Depending on how well they do. Actually, yeah, let's do what they're doing and just send out some builder scarabs, see what's going on up there. We'll send a Wraith along with them, just to be annoying. And boom. Get some of them up. And Gene Stealers. And those Spinogons. They're Spinegons. I keep calling them Spinogons. It's just Spinegaunt. They're doing really well against that Wraith. Oh, I lied. And they've listening post on that, so I can't. I know it's not called a listening post. Spore Chimney, there we go. Boom! Hello! I heard you like dead things. Oh wait, you're Tyranids. Of course you don't like dead things. Well, technically, the Necrons are machines. So the Tyranids would probably leave the Necrons alone, wouldn't they? Because the Tyranids just want to basically munch everything. But the Necrons are robotic, so they're going to have nothing to munch. Yeah. I didn't actually think of that. Which is a bit silly, because that should have been rather obvious. God, the problem with Necrons is they're so damn slow. Seriously. It takes them about 15 years to get anywhere. I'm surprised they actually managed to kill anything, because it takes so long to actually get over to where their prey is. It's just like, well, okay, I can just sort of slowly waddle my way away from this and it'll be fine. Yeah, Ripper Swarm versus Necrons, not recommended. The problem with this area is that it's not easily defended. Not from this, unless you've got the whole thing anyway, in which case you can just defend the 2 ramps. Ah, Space Marines! Excellent. And it looks like the Ultramarines as well, so we can smack the Smurfs. Oh well. Give you a heavily fortified obelisk, I think. You know what, I might as well just summon them in just so I can reinforce them. I've got tier 1 now, so I can start leveling up my power. Is there a slag deposit? There is. There's 2 slag deposits. If I can keep control of both of those, I should be alright. In terms of resources. I mean, I'm doing okay now for resources. But Have I got rich resource rates on? I seem to be getting resources particularly quickly. I can't remember if I've got it on. Doesn't tell you on there, does it? Alright, let's see what we got over here. No. I swear that's thunder. You probably can't hear it. Or is it just the wind? It could just be the wind. I don't know. Who knows? Right, let's upset the Space Marines because that's not possibly going to go wrong. Oh look, they've got a turret on it. How cute. Computer 4 has been defeated. Who's Computer 4? Or more specifically, where are Computer 4? I'm guessing it's the one down at the bottom there. Well, they're Computer 5. So I don't know who's... I don't know if Computer 4 were the Necrons. Because the Necrons can usually get pretty destroyed pretty quickly. Just purely based on the fact that they are way too slow to build up. Yeah, nice try. What a chaos. That's only showing a strategic... Oh no, it's showing a listening post as well. Ooh, assault marines. They don't seem to be able to path up a cliff. You know you guys have jump packs, right? Just saying. Idiots. If I see something flying every so often, so the Tyranids are obviously doing something of value. Couldn't tell you what, but hey ho. Let's get myself some fortified defenses. Get destruction field for the destroyers. Get death march, and actually get some destroyers. That would probably be helpful. Now the problem is because they, meaning literally everyone, is just ignoring me, I can start building up my stuff. And if they let me build up my stuff, I become unstoppable because I'm the Necrons. What are they doing? I think they've clearly got an order to attack up here or something, but they're not. Their pathing isn't allowing it. Yeah, so he's doing what he should be doing and going around. Of course he's going to get shot, but yeah, good luck with that. You're a vehicle. I've got loads of anti-vehicle things. Goodbye. Ooh, they have got stuff there. You know what? I've got like 2,000 resources. Just make thousands of Ghouls turrets around this thing. Okay, if one of the what are they called? Is it Vindicator? The early game tank with the cannon on the front. I can't remember what it's called. But if one of those comes along, I'm kind of scuppered because the area of effect would probably just kill my turrets. Oh well. It would probably help if I gave them all the extra units, wouldn't it? Oh, here comes a rhino. Is that a rhino? No, it's a razorback. I see this going very well for you. Oh wait, I lied. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, that went about as expected. To be fair, he did get one of my mortals down to about a fifth of by about a fifth of his health. So good job. And let's just nick that as well. What are the Chaos doing in the meantime? Because the Chaos don't seem to be doing well anything. At least not related to me. Imagine if they were actually came up here, that would be pretty deadly. Except for the fact that I've got like a significant amount of units. Actually, let's get Death March first before I get the upgrade to my Immortals. I'd like the Immortal upgrade at some point, but seems like they're not really doing much of anything. We can probably hold it back for a couple of seconds. Start getting my power generation up again. Can't build yet. Okay, that's fine. How's my engagement monolith coming along? It's at 65%. It's fine. Unfortunately, I only have one squad cap left, so a Wraith is going to have to do. Wraiths are good at just picking off commanders. I've actually started appreciating Wraiths a lot more of late. This is hilarious. These, ladies and gentlemen, are the Emperor's finest. They can't find their way up a cliff. Or should I say, around a cliff. What's actually going on over here? Not a lot. Seems to be... They're building things, but they're all sort of getting stuck. Yeah, I've got too many build scarabs and not enough space to sort of navigate around. We're at 60%. That's not too bad. There's a Tyrannid thing there, so I could probably go break it. Necron Lord, get you up to level 5, get you all your stuff. Phylactery, Resurrection. Ow! There we go, Resurrection Orb. Have they got a lot of range? Yeah, they got a fair amount of range. Solar Pulse will be quite useful. Phase Shifter. Chronometron, which I never use. I'll use it occasionally, but it's rare. Okay. I think I'm basically ready now. Ready to start taking on the world! Except for the fact that I have, like, you know... I wonder if I use Wailing Terror on them, if that will actually fix them. I mean, I can't hit them, but I could probably hit them, or at least that guy. It's kind of dangerous, but I want to put my Summoning Core over here. Reason? Because that means that the summon radius is can probably reach their bases, or at least the Space Marines base. I'll just summon 4 siege monoliths in their base, and it'll be all fine and dandy. It's very rare that I get Doomsday monoliths when I'm not playing Titan Wars, because siege monoliths and a restored are just more cost effective, really. At least at the point in the game that you unlock them. Can I get sterilization obelisks yet? I can't. I need Ancient Summoning Core for that. Speaking of Ancient Summoning Core, it's nearly 50% done. I could just teleport my people over here, and in fact, that's what I'm going to do. Go build it. That's your job. You're building scarabs. Alright. Let's not send the whole army up, but... I mean, this shouldn't have any defenses by it. It doesn't. Good. It looks like the Chaos are actually fighting the Tyrannids. And doing a pretty good job of it. Oh well. Sucks to be the Tyrannids. I can usually tell through the fog of war when things are going bad for particular races because of all the decals and the explosions and all that sort of stuff. So, because all the chaos explosions are around here, it would make me assume that they are in their base. As opposed to, you know, back here, which would make it look like Tyranids are winning. It's fortified defenses and... Why is Q not working? Why is Tab not working? Oh, not this again. Oh, I alt tabbed. Oh, please don't crash. Every time you alt-tab, it's always dangerous. There we go. There we go. It's working again. Yeah, the problem when you alt-tab, sometimes it locks the tab key. So, obviously... Ooh. You called it an orbital bombardment! Just as I upgraded all my stuff! You are rude. Oh, it started attacking them, that's why. I think I might lose a few turrets. In fact, I think I might lose all my turrets. Oh, can that one turret survive? I'm not putting all my worker units in there. Yep. All but 2 turrets died. Well, that's fine, we can rebuild them. Just get them back up again. With the Necrons, we don't care. Oh, they're attacking my workers. Oh no, whatever am I going to do? Okay. Right. I can only get 1 siege monolith, which is slightly irksome. Oh well. Right, then upgrade them all again. And then teleport all of them back here to start making sterilization obelisks. Okay, let's go deal with these people. They've been standing around long enough, being annoying. Problem is that my heavy Gauss turrets really can't do much against them. These are more anti-vehicle than they are. Or at least the particle... Is it particle whip? No. Can't remember what it's called. That ball of Gauss energy, or whatever it is. That's really only good against vehicles. And that... Proves strategic hold. That would be pretty useful. Let's go Doomsday Arc or 2. I wonder if they've noticed my people over here. Oh, you got Chaplain there. Has he been upgraded though? I can't see a number above his head, so... What about you? Have you been upgraded? You've got a combi... Plasma? He's calling in an orbital again, isn't he? Right. Siege Monolith, go! This is probably a bad idea. It's probably going to get killed. Actually, the Thunderfire Cannon isn't here anymore. That must have been killed. Thunderfire Cannons are pretty good against the Siege Monoliths, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but... Oh, a lot more turrets actually survived this time. See, that extra health was useful. Right. This is why you do not let Necrons build up. Because eventually they just become utterly unstoppable. Build one will further increase the Redux resource. And it doesn't actually tell you how much it increases the Redux resource by. Ooh, they're actually doing quite significant damage. Where's my Necron Lord? Yeah, he is in there. There's no point using solar pulse. Use lightning field though, just damage people a bit. And as the assault marines go down... Ooh, you're using crack grenades against my destroyers. How cute. So far, not a single unit of mine has died. Not without getting back up anyway. Ah, the advantage of the net. Oh no, I've lost 3 flayed ones. No, I lost 1 flayed one because the other 2 are resurrecting. Oops. And get the restored monolith. Well, this was not quite as epic as the battle yesterday, but I'll take it. It's going well. I wouldn't say it's a victory yet, but it's going well. I can't tell if half the sounds that are coming from this game are actually outside or if they're actually coming from this game. So we had a thunderstorm yesterday here in ye old England, and yeah, it was very, very welcome indeed, to say the least. I don't know why the attack move is so broken of late. Like, sometimes my attack move will work, sometimes it just sort of stops. What? What's their jump range? It's like nothing. Then again, I suppose you do have like all sorts of really heavy equipment, so... Yeah, that's the tank I was on about earlier. With the cannon on the front. It's the Vindicator. Yeah, destroyers, you're probably not best going to the front. This is probably a silly idea, but you know what? I'm doing it anyway. Spike and Deception! Yeah. That ties up the Stern Guard veterans, isn't it? He's a Necron, he'll just get back up after he dies. Ooh, what's this? Oh, my Destroyer, my Doomsday Arcs, sorry, are attacking a very intimidating looking wooden barrier. Tank trap. I assume it's made of wood. It looks like it's made of stone, actually. I don't know. It's weird that I can detect it, though. Because normally that would be infiltrated. I don't know. I'll probably leave my obelisk over here. Once we're done with the Space Marines, we'll go and fight Chaos.
More of us wake from the slumber of ages.
Assuming Chaos is actually still around. I'm assuming they are. Actually, with enough Doomsday Obelisks, Sterilization Obelisks, I might be able to get a Doomsday Monolith. Yes, one of those. So, that should be fun. As soon as I get a Doomsday Monolith, I've basically won. That's just it. I could get an Aeonic Orb, I suppose, but that seems like a complete waste of time. Much like these Space Marines. They've got a HQ down there. And then that'll be that. Are you still attacking that tank trap? No, you're not.
With every moment, more of us wake from the slumber of ages.
Alright, and one more sterilization. And that should mean I have 999, presumably. How many HQs are you building? What on earth is that? I have not got my Tesla carbines yet, have I? Tesla carbines are pretty spectacular at taking down anything with armor. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Get disruption field as well, because obviously I've got the Death Lord who has pariahs. I don't know if these pariahs are affected by the... something... they might be. Possibly. I don't know. Well, I'll find out shortly, won't I? Right. Okay. Space Marines dealt with. Teleport back to base. Everyone else. Oh, you can teleport as well. Okay. Or summon. Everyone else, slowly make your way back. Ooh, Chaos is firing something over there. That's somewhat concerning. I've not eliminated the Tyranids though, or at least not this group of Tyranids. Can you please move? Rather than just waddling around. problem with Necrons, like I said, is their mobility. They're not exactly the fastest individuals in the world. And why can you not ascend? Because you just teleported. Okay. Ascending makes the siege monolith move faster. I don't actually know if there's a disadvantage. Like disable weapons or something. I don't know. I never really figured that out. Oh yeah, I've not got my energy core yet, have I? That's certainly not going to help matters. Critical location. Not in range of the turrets. Disappointing. In range of the Doomsday Arc, though, by the looks of things, because it's charging up its laser. Boom! Goodbye. You know what? Just go nick it. Go take it. Might as well. Right, Chaos.
Purge this world once
You ready to
more.
meet your gods? Right. I mean, okay. To be fair, the monolith and the restored monolith, they don't look like they do a lot of damage, not in comparison to the other sort of like Titan and Relic units. But the reason is because they have like 50,000 guns on them, and they're effective against pretty much anything. Oh, they've got rocket launchers. Cool your jets. Cool your jets. Actually, why am I concerned? I'll just resurrect them. Just move in and destroy the turret. They don't do a lot of damage to that, do they? They seem to be sitting on a minefield, so that's fun. Some point in the next 30 to 40 minutes, they might actually get there and start sieging the base. I don't know. Oh, they're coming back. They've realised, oh, we should not have left those Necrons there. So what actually is happening over here? How's the Tyrannid's base doing? I'm not sure why that Immortal's just standing there. It seems kind of counterproductive. Yeah, where's the Lord, actually? Oh, he's all the way over there, doing absolutely diddle. Let's move you in a bit. And Solar Pulse! You can't fire your guns. Havoc Marines? I don't think so. There's not much havoc going on over here. Not caused by them, anyway. Oh, that's quite a nice base to take over. It was nice and compact, so everything blew up at the same time. They have a lot of health, Chaos Space Marines. Wow. Quite. Unless they got... Oh, he's got an aspiring champion. Oh, so the aspiring champion has like 5,000 health. I'm wondering if that's with all the upgrades. It could be. But at the same time, it could not be. Probably improved hull plating. I can't actually get... I can get the Doomsday Monolith by 1. That's a bit of a random number. Actually, not all machines serve the Catan in the end, because if I remember correctly, you lot don't really care about the Catan anymore. You've just sort of stuck them all into shards and called it a day. For example, let's start using them. Right, Tyranids. What's going on over here then? Ah, we've got 2 Tyranid enemies actually. I've just noticed this. That... I thought... What's going on here? Oh, that's the Biovores, not the chaos. Oh, whatever. Ooh, that's a pretty upgraded Hive Tyrant. We should probably do something about that. Why do you keep running back to base? Necron Lord. Go over there. Before the destroyers die, preferably. So they're fighting two Tyranids at once, eh? This can't possibly go wrong. Though, mind you, given that they're not exactly being very Tyranidy, in the sense that they are not exactly swarming us, we should be alright.
Our technologies are fully active again.
I've seen hordes of orcs bigger than this. Literally. They've got like 16 units and a Slugger Boy squad. To be fair though, I think these guys got pretty finished off by the being sandwiched by the Chaos and the other Tyranids. So I'll give them that. I believe it's pretty much a mercy killing at this point. However, Doomsday Obelisk, Monolith even. I hope you like death because you're about to receive a lot of it. I've lost a Wraith somewhere. Just noticed I've got 29 of 30 squad cap. Oh, there's a vehicle cap to fulfill. Oh. I did actually sleep better yesterday. Because after the thunderstorm it wasn't as warm. And I went out today and yeah, it's definitely a lot cooler than it was. And I'm incredibly thankful for that. Because the recent weather has just been way too much. I've still got the fan on, but nah. Right, if I get into the edge there, I love how that Lictor's just like, yes, let's just stab this thing repeatedly. That's going to work. Because, you know, claws against living metal. Nah. Teleport the monolith over there. It seems weird that I've not got like 6 Doomsday monoliths. Because normally, obviously, when I play the Necrons, I'm playing with like all sorts of crazy mutators and stuff like that on. But I wonder if that counts as an aircraft while it's ascended, or it just counts as getting stuck, because that's how aircraft work in this game. This game's engine was not built for aircraft. I mean, even like in normal Soulstorm, you can tell that it's just not made for this for that sort of a unit. God, there's a lot of spores. That's slightly annoying. I'm going over here now. Teleport. I'm not sure why you're trying to attack that when I asked you to attack the reclamation pool, but whatever. They're actually doing a lot of damage. Wow. I get the feeling I'm about to lose my 2 tanks. Why have I just suddenly started getting a load of relic resource? I get the feeling that the relic resource is slightly bugged. Unless it's limited to how many points you have? Or how many relics you have? I don't know. It just seems slightly weird. I didn't lose any relic units, but at the same time, I didn't build any more obelisks. Oh well. Spawn a siege monolith. Get another siege monolith. This can't possibly be a bad thing. More titans, the better. I know they're not titans, but because these ones are only like support monoliths, as it says there in the description. So it's not exactly a titan. It's a relic unit, but not titan level, not a doomsday monolith. I don't know what the restored monolith would count as. I mean, that's not exactly a titan, is it? It does build a load of units though, so it is extremely useful. I used to love, when I was playing Dark Crusade, I used to love playing as the Necrons because of the restored monolith. That was sort of the first time I'd ever actually played someone with like a moving, fortressy HQ sort of thing. And I actually did try to bring that along into Warcraft 3, but that went about as well as you'd probably expect. Not with my lack of coding knowledge and inability to do triggers and inability to create anything even remotely balanced, but whatever. Yeah, it only took 45 minutes, that's not too bad. That was kind of a stomp, I must admit, but that's probably because they didn't actually bother attacking me, unlike yesterday's one. God, why is it that... my cleaning cloth. Bloody monitor. Come on. Right. 826. Wow. Space Marines, Tyranids, Necrons. Yeah, the Necrons got wiped out pretty easily. I don't mind. Okay then, well, that was actually a proper game with the Necrons. And it went fairly well. Next time, I'm sort of doing a toss-up between the Dark Eldar and the Space Marines, because we didn't actually see much of the Space Marines. We sort of won a bit too quickly. And as for the Dark Eldar, obviously I did it with some of the, should we say, more powerful mutators, like the ones that make it so your units die in one hit, but also, kill in one hit. Anyway, but until then, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, I'm in Caldaris. Goodbye.